Developing tonight, a Yulee man has lost his life after his plane crashed in the woods off Black Rock Road on its way to the Fernandina Beach Airport. Florida Highway Patrol reports the plane crashed for unknown reasons. Our Zach Wilcox has been at the scene of that crash all night. He joins us live now from there. And Zach, that crash was close to some homes.
Hey, Jeannie, I want to show you just how close it was to those homes. So you can see behind me here where Florida Highway Patrol is. They have one of their cruisers back there in the taped off area where the plane is. And then, I know it's dark out, but hopefully we can show you where the sign is for this neighborhood that is immediately right next door to this wooded area. So talk with some folks in there who mentioned that there are dozens of homes in there. And while we are waiting to figure out what happened here up in the air, why this crash happened, some folks are just grateful that the plane didn't land on top of or in their house.
But it sounded unusual. It was kind of a high rev sound.
Frank Lawler says he's used to hearing planes with the Nassau airport right behind his home, but he could tell something sounded off when one flew over his home Saturday morning.
I jumped out and looked out our back door, and I saw billowing black smoke out there. It was very, very thick.
Lawler's home is just 4 houses down from the woods where a Piper PA-32 crashed and killed the pilot, according to Florida Highway Patrol. The blaze caught one of his neighbor's fences on fire.
If they'd been over a few hundred feet, we would have been somewhere within that hit zone.
The FAA reports the plane took off from Clearwater en route to the Fernandina Beach Airport, but crashed about 5 miles away from there. A crash report says the 56-year-old pilot was from Yulee and was the only one on board. A spokesperson for the National Transportation Safety Board says investigators spent the day examining the plane, requesting air traffic communications, radar data, weather reports, and talking with witnesses about what they saw.
As soon as we saw all the red coming up, that's when it started raining really hard and put it out very quickly.
The Lawlers can't stop thinking about the pilot and how close the plume of smoke was.
My son in Connecticut said it was way too close.
So the crash happened around 9:30 this morning, but the plane is still back there despite it being now more than 12 hours later. And NTSB says that they'll be back out here tomorrow examining it, and then they will eventually bring it into an area where they can continue examining it in a safe space. But they did mention to me, a spokesperson did, that it could be 1 year to 2 years for this entire investigation to take place and to know what exactly the cause was. In Yulee, Zach Wilcox, First Coast News, on your side.